Okay, I know. Let me write the comment for you before you do. What is Time+Tide doing a review of a quartz watch for? We're mechanical, you're mechanical, we're the same. There should be no conflict here. Let me explain one little fun fact about the Longines Very High Precision Quartz watch. The quartz watch you're wearing right now, is accurate to plus minus 15 seconds a month. This bad boy down there in the Longines boutique, it's accurate to plus minus 5 seconds a year. So on that note, while we wait for the lift, you can have time to think about your judgment. I'll see you downstairs. All right, come out of the naughty corner. We're all good. I know that we would never judge a watch by its movement, and I know that we're open-minded people. Now, before I get into my favorite of the three, which is just glaringly obvious to me because it's got an Australian twist, we have to tell a little bit of a story about Longines and quartz, because not only did they develop quartz when they were timing sports with this incredible, fantastic machine that I could never pronounce in a million years called, and I'll put a super up here that shows you, something. In 1969, Longines actually developed a quartz wristwatch. Now this is a sexy watch. By today's standards, this could be released and be really popular. It's got a cushion case, radially brushed, and just a very exciting for the time technological development inside, which was this quartz movement. But then in 1984, Longines took precision to new levels with quartz and set new records for a very high precision quartz watch, which leads to the VHP models we see here today. These are the new models of the VHP quartz range, and my favorite, let's do it, the Commonwealth Games Edition. Look at this colorway. This is just crazy. People lost their minds a little bit when they saw this on Time+Tide, and I don't blame them, because we have, and again, there's nothing wrong with talking about color, okay? We're gonna get to the movement and talk about the technicity shortly, but we have eggshell blue hands, we have like a burnt orange indices, we have this dark gray, they call it black, but it's really a very dark gray dial with this tight concentric engraving. Just compelling. A huge applied 12, a huge applied 6, and then an applied winged hourglass. So this thing gives a lot to the eye from the front. And then on the back, we learn, Advanced Australia Fair, that this is the Gold Coast Commonwealth Games Edition. So also has a nice local twist for me, for us. I think it's cool. And again, the stories you can tell about this watch not only relate to its accuracy, which I did mention in the opening lift spiel. The other interesting technical part about this watch is that if it gets badly knocked, or if it's exposed to a magnetic field, it has a gear position detection system, GPD, which means that it remembers the position it was at before the exposure and automatically resets the hands to that time plus time elapsed. So there is no harm, no foul, no accuracy lost through knock or through exposure to magnetic fields. Another great technical twist for a watch that again is landing at well under 2,000 Australian dollars. Variations, let's go through them. What do we want to see here? We have that black dial with the just crazy popping, who the hell came up with this color scheme, but brilliant, Commonwealth Games Edition. And then we have the carbon fiber dial, which has again the same attributes, applied indices, applied numerals. We have a nice sort of mossy green lume there, very nice. And then the carbon fiber dial actually has very little texture to it. It's actually quite interesting because you can see the depth of the carbon fiber, but there's no actual graining of the fibers, which is, again, small detail, but nice to look at. Then we have the silver dial, which is really white to my eye. But again, look closely and you will see it's almost like a fingerprint in terms of how tight the concentric engraving is on that silver dial. Pretty cool. And again, I'm pretty sure that outside of a boutique, you're going to see lots of light play on this and lots of different light effects. How does it wear on the wrist? It is a solid, heavy, hefty piece with what feels like a really substantial case in terms of the lugs, the thickness of the case. It has quite medium-sized lugs, so it's going to curve to your wrist quite nicely, but it's certainly not going to ride up high with short lugs, and nor is it going to sort of make you feel inadequate with long lugs that extend over the dimensions of your wrist. So pretty solid, sporty offering, and again, there are at least 3 anecdotes that you can pull out of the bar when it comes to why you bought this watch. So there you have it, a quartz collection review on Time+Tide, and the world is still standing. What did you think? Tell us in the comments. You know we're listening, because we write back.